What's up, triathletes? How you doing? Welcome to day 19 of 1,000, week 3, video number 3. Missed you last weekend. We were in New Orleans, as probably you saw from some of the posts or whatever, but we were up there running the New Orleans half marathon. Amanda and I I was signed up for the full marathon, but after running Houston last month, and it took 4 hours and 45 minutes because Amanda had a really tough go of it. Actually didn't finish in the end, and then by that time the time was gone, and me having a slight little calf injury following it, decided, better for me right now where I'm at, 5 weeks from the 70.3 in Galveston and 13 weeks to Boulder, to run the half marathon and try to hit the pace that I'm looking at for the Boulder Marathon. So I'm hoping to hit around a 7:45 to 8-minute mile in Boulder. So I went out and tried to run a half marathon at that pace. I did manage a 1:45, which puts me at just over 8, so not quite there yet, but it felt pretty good through 10 miles. After 10 miles, my calf kind of flared up a little bit, and I was like, I better back off. So I backed off pretty significantly, but I was on pace for about a 7:50 finish before those last few miles, maybe a 7:45 finish. So I was right there up until mile 10. But it was beautiful weather. It was in New Orleans, which is one of my favorite cities on the planet. The people, the food, the music. I mean, if you've never done the New Orleans Rock and Roll Marathon before, or you've never been to New Orleans, get your butt over there. It's beautiful. And if you like things like Bourbon Street and music and food and good beer, go to New Orleans. I highly recommend it. It is awesome. But I got a 1:45 finish, and Amanda came back from her DNF in Houston and knocked out a 2:10 half marathon. So really proud of her. She killed it. She did. She ran the first half pretty consistent, and then the second half she was doing sprint intervals with walk recoveries, and that worked out well for her. And she had a really strong finish. She looked great. So that was Sunday. This week in the training, I know I haven't posted it yet, but we had a swim on Monday, which we were still traveling. We didn't get back until Tuesday in the end. There was some flight delays and whatnot. But Wednesday, it's Friday day. Wednesday, I went out and had a beautiful bicycle ride here in Corpus Christi. The weather was phenomenal. I was supposed to run that day, but I switched workouts because it was so nice outside. Did some pretty much flat out for just over an hour, but had a lot of stops. I went out at 5 o'clock, so there was lots of traffic. So did about 19 miles in an hour. Yesterday, I went out and did a 40-minute treadmill run. I was supposed to do an hour, but my legs were feeling pretty timid. I did a marathon intervals, so I was running at 7:30 pace for 9 minutes, and then recovering for a few minutes, and then doing another interval. And then we did some core work to make up for that 20 minutes, which we missed on the treadmill. And today I'm doing what is it today? Today is a swim, an hour swim, an hour bike. Tomorrow is a 5K time trial, run. And Sunday is race rehearsal, 3 hours and 40 minutes on the bike, followed by a 40-minute off the bike transition run. So we're starting to kind of get ready for 70.3 in Galveston. That's our next race on April 8th. So we're getting pretty close to being ready for that. Already knocked out multiple swims over 4,000 meters. Did a marathon last month. Did a half marathon last weekend. So it's just about getting that bike up to speed now. So I did 2 hours and 40 on the bike 2 weeks ago. I'm doing 3 hours and 40 on the bike tomorrow. So we should be all good for that. So I had some questions about what I was doing as far as training. So I'm using TriDot. I don't know if any of you saw this on Facebook before the New Year's, but TriDot was offering a preseason demo for their website. I went ahead and signed up for it. They told me I qualified, which I don't know if everybody qualified. They probably did, but I signed up. My free trial ends today, and I'm probably going to keep the subscription because I've just really liked it and what it's done. It doesn't just give you a generic plan like a lot of websites will, but it also kind of gives you your threshold paces, your marathon paces. It breaks down your different disciplines into what speeds you're at based on time trials that you enter about once a month. So for instance, tomorrow is a 5K time trial. So when I started this, I was coming off a pretty quick 5K, which was like a 21:15. Because I got injured and sick over the winter, the last time I did my time trial a month or so ago, it was 22:05. And so tomorrow I'll see where I'm at, but it adjusts your different zones based on the information that you're giving it. So it's super cool like that. It is a work in progress. It moves with you. Oh, there go the lights. And it's not just a static plan that you get from a book. It adjusts based on the information that you're giving it. So it's super cool. If you haven't checked it out, you can go and get yourself a free trial today. Just go to try.com and check it out, because it's a super cool program, like I said. I'll go in depth about it perhaps on a different blog or something, or a different video when I figure out how to actually show you what I'm looking at on the screen, because right now, you know, I'm pretty amateur status on the video, but it is what it is. But definitely go check it out, and that's what I use for those of you that are asking. Try.com is where I get all my training plans and tips and whatnot from, as well as people around me. But the base of the plan comes from this, and it's very detailed. Your workouts are very detailed, and it changes as you change, and that's what I like about it. So I'm going to hit a blog out this afternoon here in a few minutes. I'm going to post this video here in a few minutes. Don't forget, I started that Kona Qualifiers Past, Present, and Future on Facebook. If you guys want to join in that community, which I'm hoping we can get started here pretty soon. Everybody's brains put together is better than any single brain working individually. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear what you're using for your training plans. And I'd love to hear what race is coming up next on your schedule. So day 19 of 1,000. Things are going well. Stoked. Ready for day 20 tomorrow. Have a great day, you guys.